Man City, I think, will win it. I don't think Arsenal have done enough yet. Arsenal in second, Liverpool in third. I think the wild take for me is that Newcastle are going to get back in the Champions League. I think people are sleeping on Newcastle playing one game a week, man. Their squad is very, very good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
not sleeping on West Ham playing one game a week, though, are you?
When West Ham finish above Newcastle, then I might pick West Ham. But West Ham cannot finish above Newcastle.
The point I was going to make earlier, when we pulled up those tables, the reason I just pulled up them tables, because that's a very good point. One game a week. You all think that Villa, some of you got Villa in the top 4, some of you got 5th. I think, Potts, you put Villa 5th, right?
Yeah, because of that, because they're in Champions League. Right? I still think they'll get top 5, though.
So you think they're going to be able to play their first 11 twice a week and still finish in the top 5? They're going to play.
Villa have got more than 11, man.
Yeah, they've got a good squad. They've got a good squad.
Not to play in the Champions League. They're not going to be able to rest players for the Champions League. Are you mad?
If you think they can
rest this squad, they got battered by Olympiacos. Yeah,
that's why I don't think Villa are going to do very well in the Champions League. That's why I put them 5th. I think they'll go out.
They can't rotate. That's what I'm saying. They can't rotate.
It won't matter when they're out of the Champions League, will it?
Oh, they can rotate. No, they can't rotate.
Do you think Villa will go far in the Champions League then? Is that why you've put them low?
They've changed the format in it, so they're going to be in it longer than Newcastle.
I don't think so. I think Villa won't do well in the Champions League, and I think they'll go out of it. And I think, like Newcastle did, I think Villa will have a better squad.
What I'm saying is they changed the format, Potts. Isn't the format different? So they're going to be in it longer by default.
There's 8 games now, not 6 in the first bit. So there's 2 extra games. That's it. I think Villa will go out.
Potts, I feel like you've got a soft spot for Newcastle, bro. Yeah, because
because they bought him a pint.
These men are literally. You see, what's his name? How can I forget his name? Eddie Howe. Yeah, bro. He plays football like Poch. It's all about pressing, all about running. Yeah, and these guys get injured. You know what I'm trying to say, right? When you look at their bench, you tell me who's on their bench, bro. Yeah, who's gonna come in as well?
Yeah, but do you know what? Do you know what though, Don? Do you know why? This is the reason I put them 4th. They were there last year. They got Champions League football. They got depleted with Champions League football. Without Champions League football, 1 game a week with Joe Linton, Tonali, and Bruno all staying. Whoa! Listen.
Let him land.
With a midfield of Tonali, Joe Linton, and Bruno Gomares, Isak, Gordon, and Barnes as a front 3. Behind, they've got Mark Guehi, who's coming alongside Sven Botman when he's back. And you've got what's his name? I actually think they've got a good 11. 1 game a week. I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, but bro, most of the teams that are pushing for top 6 have a good 11, right? We're talking about a squad here, Potts. That's why I asked you who's on their bench, because Newcastle are guaranteed. I can guarantee that Newcastle are going to get injuries the way they did last year. It might not be as bad as last year, but that style of play will mean that you're picking up more injuries. So let's go through their bench. Who's on their bench that can come in and still maintain that quality, bro?
They don't have Guehi, by the way. They don't even have Guehi. He's just adding players that they don't even have.
He's going to come to Newcastle.
Isak goes down because we know Isak can't maintain his fitness. Everyone here is taking Isak. Everyone here is taking Isak. Hold on, D. Everyone here is taking Isak. Hold on, D. Everyone here is taking Isak. But then you go to the bench, you've got another one that can't stay fit in Callum Wilson, right? So Isak gets injured. Who goes up top, boss?
It'll obviously be Callum Wilson or the new lad they just bought from Sheffield United.
Who's the new lad? I don't even know who that is.
I don't know his name. Wahoozy or something. I don't know his bloody name. But he'll go up.
You don't even know who's on their bench. This is what I'm saying, bro.
No, I know who's on the bench. I just don't know his surname.
No, I'm saying their squad because, bro, people focus on the 11.
Don, what you're not getting is what I just said. If I said to you, who's got the better squad, I ain't putting Newcastle up there.
Yeah, but bro, you have to use your squad over 30
They played 1 game a week most of the season last season, Potts. You just said it yourself. They went out of the Champions League.
No, they didn't. They didn't play 1 game a week. They didn't make it out Champions League football, and they had about 8 players to pick from. They were all injured, bro.
Potts, they played Champions League football for what? 6 weeks or whatever until they got knocked out of the group stages?
Longer than that. Yeah.
You can't use that as an excuse for the whole season, Potts, when the season is 9 months.
You can when they've got a depleted squad, brother. When they've got
bring up that comment from Geordie Tune for Life. He's put their bench, yeah? And I can Geordie Tune for Life, put their bench up. Let me just quickly go through it individually. So you got Callum Wilson, who can't maintain fitness, yeah? He's a problem on the bench, right? Even starting. You've got Joe Willock, who, again, can't maintain fitness. He struggles, right? You've got Sean Longstaff, who for Newcastle is the equivalent of McTominay, who for Chelsea is the equivalent of a Gallagher. Yeah, most of these guys don't rate him. Are any of you guys taking him? Hell no. Livramento, he's another one who hasn't really kicked off his career at
He's a good player, to be fair.
I like him.
Yeah, he's a good player, but listen, right now I'm not taking him over my.
Osula's the guy. Osula's the guy.
Lewis Miley. He's a young player. He's another young player who's still got a lot of learning to do. I like him. He's got high potential, but you're not looking at him to depend on him, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Osula, I don't know who my man is, and then same thing as Jamal Lascelles. Any of you lot here starting him for your club?
I'd rather start Trivia.
I'm telling you about Newcastle squad. It's not as good as what you think it is, Potts. They are going to pick up injuries, bro. And these are the
I don't think the Newcastle squad is good. I don't think the Newcastle squad is good.
I like there's certain individuals in their team that I like, that I'll take. Gordon all day long. Yeah. Isak all day long. I look at their midfield, bro. My midfield's stacked. I don't need any of their midfielders, right? Some of you lot might take Bruno Guimaraes.
Guimaraes is good, though.
That's fine. I look at their defense, yeah. Obviously, Gay, he's going there now. I would have Gay. He might be going there. I've got these there. I'm looking at their defense, yeah. Bro, who am I taking from the defense, bro? Okay, I'll take the what's his name, Shaw. Shaw starts for them, innit?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Sven Botman's.
Yeah, they're men. They're real men. I'll probably take them. But other than that, bro, like I'm looking at their team. There's only a selective few that I'm taking, bro. So I don't get where Newcastle.
If they were in the Champions League, 100% wouldn't go near Newcastle in the top 4. But you're talking like they didn't get top 4 when they played one game a week 2 seasons ago.
That was one time. So what? That means that they're definitely going to do it again.
One time 2 years ago with this same similar squad with a better players on top of it, and you're acting like it's madness that I'm putting them back there.
Everyone else
did it the other day, and you want me to put West Ham there who have never done it before ever. West Ham have never done it before ever. And you're going, this is disrespectful to put Newcastle and Villa above West Ham when West Ham have never finished in the Champions League.
Do you know what the mad thing is? Yeah. You are deluded about another team. You're not even deluded when it comes to Arsenal. You're deluded when it comes to Newcastle.
I can tell. He's got a serious soft spot for them. Like, what did pick him? How much did Pete pay for this PR? How much did Pete pay?
One time.
I respect what Newcastle have done. I respect what they are as a club, right? But I do not love Newcastle.
You respect they buy you.
I like what they have done.
That when Eddie Howe came in,
I'd have 3 of their players. I'd take
Newcastle were in the relegation zone. He took them from nearly getting relegated to basically elevating them the way they did. Yeah, that has now distorted your view of Newcastle. When you actually break down their team and their squad, bro, it's not that great. Like they beat us away. Cool, fair enough. We beat them at the bridge. We've knocked them out of the Carabao Cup. You kept mocking us last year and saying Newcastle were better than us. We beat them. Yeah, and Mudryk even scored that game, by the way, to send us the penalties, right? And then we beat them again at the bridge, and we had injuries that time as well. You get it? So Newcastle, I'm telling you, bro, like I like their team, I like what they're doing, but I'm not putting them up there in my top 6. No,